Hey there YouTube! Today we've got the Good Grips cookie press, and it's wet because it's just out of the dishwasher, and my wife is really excited to get this, so she can talk a little bit about this while I'm getting it organized.
I'm awful at making sugar cookies and decorating them and everything, and so I actually, a few years ago, my mother-in-law made some cookies of some sort and showed me her old cookies cookbook from, I don't know, the 60s or so, like she grew up with. I got to looking at it and then for some reason wanted it and then wanted a cookie press because so many cookies in it actually use a cookie press. So I just got excited, and so this has been on my Amazon wish list for, I don't know, years now. And so I'm so excited to finally get it and make cookies for the kids that, you know, look perfect every time. Well, we'll see if they look perfect. That's the hope. And this is really cool. I like that the cookie press pieces have the nice little storage container there too.
Yeah, it has enough to hold all of the plates. I don't know how many plates are in here.
I think it's 12 in this one.
Yeah.
And then there are actually additional sets. Like there's another Christmas set, and I think a spring set, and maybe a fall set as well. You can get additional, but this is kind of a multi-purpose. It's got a little bit of everything, I think.
So yeah, you saw me put the plate in there, and I think that was the Christmas tree plate. And then it's just like a caulk gun, just like it. You basically just take the end off, you put the plate in, and then you just spoonful your cookie dough into the cookie press. And once you got that, just screw it on there. Just start clicking down, and it meters out just enough dough to squeeze out the end there, and we're going to make some cookies and see how this works. We'll see how this actually works in practice. But you just basically work through, make enough cookies, and then when you finally get to the bottom, let's see, yeah, you can't do any more once you've hit the bottom. Then once you're out, you can push the button, withdraw the end there, then open up the end, fill it up again, change out your disc, and that's supposedly how it works. So,
okay. So that's cool. For some reason I had envisioned it as having like a trigger, like more like a caulk gun.
Yeah.
So you would have that trigger. So that's
you hold the barrel and you just push the handle, and it just moves on down.
Not quite as cool as I was thinking, although I guess it makes sense, because if you're gonna be putting cookies down, you're not gonna want to do it at an angle like you would to have a trigger there.
Yeah.
So yeah, it makes sense that you'd want to do it like this and hold it up like that. Yeah, see, totally makes sense now.
All right, well, let's make some dough and see how it works. Here's the recipe that we're using, the butter cookie recipe, and that's what the dough looks like. And as you can see, my wife's busy filling the tube right now. Once that's full, we'll give it a few shots and see how it works.
So we had a few mishaps while we were trying to figure out how to use it. So the key is you have to have it on the tray. It has to be sitting there when you push the handle down. Otherwise, you're just going to get pretty little streamers of dough coming out. So this is the key here. It took us a few tries. We're not ashamed to admit it.
Now here's a shot of the end when you give it a click. Go ahead and give it a click. Yep, so it comes out like that. But you definitely want it on the cookie sheet, because that back pressure from being on the cookie sheet causes it to break loose from the discs. If you have it up off the sheet, you'll start getting streamers like that.
Our daughter wanted to try it out, so we're letting her in on the action. So it's easy enough to press for her. Obviously her daddy's helping her by holding it in place, but easy enough for the kids to get involved in too.
Oh my God, look how tasty those things look. Those just look beautiful. So just a couple last things to say. After using this, when it went through the tube here, it's not a full seal. So you actually get a little bit of the cookie dough seep past the plunger here, and it does get back up into this rail. Now, one thing you're going to note is that you're going to have to clean the stuff off here, and you'll probably want to do that while the cookie dough is still soft. And the other thing is you really want to make sure you get it out of this little spot down here if it ends up in there before it hardens, because getting something in there to get it cleaned out could be difficult. You might need to use a toothpick, chopstick, something to get in there. I think my wife actually used a knife on that one. The other thing is you've got all these dies for the different cookie shapes. There's a list in the manual of them, but what we noticed is we got two of the same. Yes, these are actually completely identical. You can see that when they line up right like that. So someone probably got a duplicate of another die there, or you get 2 of these in each one. I don't know. If you've bought this and you've got a duplicate, let us know if it's the same duplicate or if it worked and they packed yours right. Something to note. But other than that, this is a great little system to make those little butter cookies. Love that.